Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Unseen Horror Corner, the series where I rate horror movies based on how much they scare me as a blind person. This episode, The Babadook from 2014. As usual, I will be basing scariness off sound, and there will be spoilers up ahead. So the movie follows Amelia, a widow who several years after losing her husband is not only struggling to raise her son Sam, but is now also being haunted by a creature from one of his picture books called the Babadook. Things first, I was actually watching this movie with my sighted cousin, and she said that the scariest part of it wasn't actually seeing the Babadook, but was just waiting for its arrival and hearing the sounds building up to its arrival. Personally, I was most creeped out by the knocking lore surrounding it, so on the first night after Amelia and Sam read the picture book together, the house is close to completely silent until a set of 3 knocks can be heard in the distance. Now, they're very muffled, nearly imperceptible, but by the second night, they get a little louder, get a little closer, and then by the third, they are clear as day, undeniably right at Amelia's door. Now, there are also a few scenes where the 3 knocks are used as misdirections. For example, there's one where her coworker shows up to check on her and her son, and then another later on where social services shows up. And in both those scenes, you're obviously reminded of the looming threat of the Babadook, but part of you is left wondering if it's real, or if it's just something conjured up by her paranoia. But as the movie progresses, you do find out that it is very much real, and rather than something conjured up by her paranoid imagination, it has been manifested by her grief. And I really like how they emphasize that through its voice. Admittedly, that night when it calls and says its name over the phone, it just says the Babadook. It did kind of remind me of a ghost-type Pokemon, so I couldn't really take it seriously. But later on in the film, when it's in the house and it pretty much possesses Amelia, there is a moment right before where she hears the voice of her husband mixed with a deep rasp of the monster, and that was really creepy to me. Like, unknown creatures of the night are scary, but when they take the form of something familiar, something that should be comforting, there is nothing more horrifying. And same goes for when the Babadook takes over Amelia and its voice mixes in with her own and she starts threatening her son. Even by the end of the movie, when she has it locked up in the basement and it shrieks in sync with her to show, it's never really gonna go away, it's permanently a part of her, that was unnerving, but also very cathartic. So with all that in mind, I give the Babadook a 4 out of 5 on my blind fan scare scale. Till next time!